This is an illogical rant, mostly for entertainment purposes, but I'm gonna have a Firefly destroying the Protocol 6 on in Divergent Universe video behind, and I want to let out my anger on 5 things that I absolutely hate in Honkai Star Rail. I'm gonna just keep it Star Rail for this entire video. Firstly, tech points aren't refunded if you change your team setup. If you want to try a different team when you're doing a boss in Divergent Universe, in Simulated Universe, and they're like, "Oh, we're not gonna reset the tech points." Why? Why will you not do that? In Divergent Universe, you can let me play with any stupid character in my team. You use some sort of algorithm to level up my characters up to the max level with their relics and light cones and traces and whatnots, but you can't reset my tech points. Hell, if I want to try a different team, if I want to try an Annihility approach instead of the Firefly approach, I can't use my tech points. So basically, I'm losing out on all the pre-battle buffs that I could get and make my battle easier. But nope, they don't want to refund those tech points for some reason. I have no idea why. I mean, there's the alternative of, using consumables in the Divergent universe, eat something, regain tech points, and try it again. But consumables are the most ignored items in Hoyoverse games. I feel like nobody gives a crap about them. If you're like at low level, maybe so in Genshin you might need them at times, when Star Rail I don't think you need them at all, because you read the overworld is super damn easy, and you don't need consumables in Memory of Chaos or Pure Fiction or whatever. And in Divergent Universe and Simulated Universe, you get a ton of buffs that if you're using food or something, something's wrong with that. Unless you're going the Acheron kills everything route, that's a different story. But still, refund my tech points whenever I want to change a team. It's just so stupid. I can't even try different playstyles, different things I want to do on the boss, because tech points don't get refunded. So if I went in with a Stell Harmony, Ronmei, Firefly, Galgar team, and I want to switch over to my Nihility, Acheron, Black Swan, Kafka, Fushwin team, I just can't, because my tech points are finished from the Firefly fight or something like that. So let me just if I restart a fight, give me back my tech points. Okay. Second stuff, end game. The end game is so focused on the banner character. It's super annoying. It's insanely annoying. Like swarm mode came out for Simulated Universe, and when it came out, I was like, maybe this is something new. It could be good, because we were getting bored with Simulated Universe. Nope. That mode was exclusively tailor-made for Dan Hung Imbibe Lune, DHIL. And if you're a person like me who wasn't fond of the 5-star variant of Dan Hung, who didn't pull for him, because we had Fu Shwin in that patch as well, and if you didn't get Dan Hung, Swarm mode was basically hell. And with the lack of imaginary units still in the game, your only DPS imaginary unit right now is March 7th, and she is also a form of support character rather than a full-fledged DPS herself. So it was tough. It was tough having all those imaginary weaknesses, and by God, I got welt from some loss of 50-50, which saved me a lot. But if I hadn't, it was hell. It was absolute hell, because that mode was specifically tailor-made for the propagation path, which benefited Dan Hunging by Lune, which kind of sucks, because I don't think there's. I mean, you can think that there's Chingcha, but I'm F2P. I didn't have an E6 Chingcha at that time. And by the time I got Chingcha, I already had Acheron or something. So yeah. I just hate how Endgame is super focused on certain characters. The Divergent universe is entirely focused on Firefly, which is annoying, which is super annoying, because if you do not use break teams, you're effectively screwed at higher difficulty levels. And that's just very annoying. I mean, I can do the cyclical extrapolation with random bullshit go, but when I was doing uh, the normal exploration mode at Protocol 5, at Protocol 6, that kind of stuff, and only Firefly teams worked, which was super annoying, because I wanted to try out remembrance or nihility or elation, but those buffs don't come. The buffs that come are all break focused, and then you have to rely on Firefly, which is super duper annoying. So I just hope that make something like Swarm. I'm not Swarm. Make something like Gold and Gears or whatever that thing was. That was balanced. Every character got a time to shine. Not something like Divergent Universe, which is heavily focused on break teams and such, or I don't know, Swarm. And yeah, tech points refunded. You can't get tech points back at Divergent Universe, which is just stupid. After that, another thing that I hate so bad is the relic system. I mean, I hate relics in any game. In any game, if you ask me to gear up, I will absolutely hate the shit out of it. And it's the same thing in Star Rail. It's more bad in Star Rail than in Genshin, because in Genshin I have the chance to get an off piece. I can switch out a piece. If I don't get a crit damage circlet, I can put a crit damage circlet of some other set. In Star Rail, if you do not get that piece, you are effectively screwed. If you do not get the substats, you are effectively screwed. If those substats do not roll, you are effectively screwed. And how, with this game being a turn-based game, stats matter so much more than in Genshin Impact or ZZZ or whatever, Wuthering Waves or whatever game you can compare with. Because it's a turn-based game, you do not have the freedom of controlling your character, of taking your time, of attacking them. Nope, the enemy kills you, you're dead, you're gone. And that just super duper sucks. So in a game like this, we shouldn't get artifacts, we shouldn't have relics. Stick to the damn traces. Like, come on, you already have a skill tree full of traces. Just enhance those. Give them more defense or HP or attack or whatever they scale on. Stop making me farm for relics. That's the stupidest thing ever. More so because you need to have 4 sets of one set, and then you have a duo of another set, and the farming locations are different. One set is farmed exclusively in the Divergent or Simulated universe, and then the other set has those domains and such, and it's just majorly annoying. Like, I haven't even farmed for majority of my characters because I am super duper tired of farming artifacts. I've been tired in Genshin, even though it's much easier over there, but still I've been tired. And I just don't focus on artifacts in this game at all. I just roll with whatever I get because I will not fall to their plan of making me invest time in those relic farms and re-rolls and whatnots, because it's just a time waste. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. And the moment this game came out, I was super pissed that this game had it. The moment ZZZ came out, I was also super pissed that even that game had artifacts. And I don't know why they're so obsessed with artifacts. I mean, just end the entire thing with artifacts. Just, can we please have a game without artifacts? Please. Arknights and FGO do it. It's not that difficult. And you can make difficult content without artifacts. Alright. Alright. Enough about the artifacts, because everybody's mad about them. The last point. No, I mean the second last point. Power creep. Power creep. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Abundance units. Lingsha power creep literally everybody, and she has a follow-up attack, which means she can work with Fei Sha or Firefly or everybody, because her follow-up attack deals massive amounts of damage and it is AoE. Aventurine, he power crept Japard super hard. I don't think even Japard stands a chance against him. Japard, a year 1 unit, has his shield, has a party-wide shield on his ultimate, and he has a taunt. But Aventurine has a party-wide shield on his skill, and he has a follow-up attack which he gets if people attack him, which inevitably they would. And he just works well with follow-up. You have Firefly for break. Jinglu and Danheng absolutely suck right now. They don't even they aren't even choices. They aren't even the first choices for anything. And it's just so sad, how power creep has crept into this game so much compared to their other games where you have other alternatives, where you're not forced to pull for this character. If you want to play break, you have other characters in there. I mean, in Genshin, sorry, not break. If you want to play overload, or if you want to play hyper bloom or something like that, you're not focused on you have to get Nahida. Over here, you need Firefly if you want to break, or Boot Hill, and you definitely need Ron May, And if you want to super break, oh, go build your Stell Harmony or your Kalis Harmony. And if you want Fascia, you need to get Robin. And if you want Aventurine or Topaz, or if you want to build that premium RRA team or something like that, you need Robin. Because without Robin, follow ups suck, and then this and that, and then Bronya is nowhere to be seen because Bronya just buffs attacks and nobody gives a crap about the attack anymore. It's always the follow up damage and the break efficiency. And can we please have neutral units? Can we please stop the power creeping? Like, please. Star Rail has so much more power creeping than any other game that I've ever played. I mean, with FGO, it's direct competitor because FGO is a turn-based game, and that's what I see it. FGO is its direct competitor. Even then, in its 9 years, they do have power creep units. Castoria power crept everybody in the support field. Before that, we had Merlin, we have Arjun Alter, we have Morgan. They are insane units, but you not having them does not ruin the game. If you have Scardy instead of Castoria, you can play. Scardy has an evasion. You have quick buffs instead of arts buff. You can loop with quick. You can loop with Buster now with Koenskaya. So one support, you just need one support, and then you're all good to go. In this game, if you do not have the support for the recommended characters, you are effectively screwed. And let's not talk about the artifacts because that's the other bullshit thing that I just talked about. Screw that. Screw that, man. It just sucks. Now, Rappa's coming out. I'm damn sure the next Apocalyptic Shadow or some shit like that would be focused on Rappa or Sunday or Fugue or whoever. We already have the Memory of Chaos that deals with exo toughness, and Fugue apparently has exo toughness in a skill or something like that, and I have no idea what Sunday is doing. So yeah, I mean, get ready for another power creep. And then 3.0 is going to drop, so obviously power creep it is. Power creep, power creep, power creep. Acheron is going to fall off the list. Fascia will be nowhere to be seen. They're going to create another broken unit just like Firefly, and then Firefly will be like, oh, you need E2 or E4 Firefly to make her viable now, just like how everybody thinks E2 Raiden is the main thing when you can perfectly run E0 Raiden, C0 Raiden on your Genshin account. I do it myself, and I've 36 star the Abyss in time. So it's not difficult. C0 Raiden works. You do not need constellations in Genshin. It's not a must. Over here, it just feels like a must if you don't have them. Because inevitably the turn-based combat is going to destroy you. And then you have the berserker mode, which means that if you try to stall it out, like try an immortal team, go with Fu Xuan, Japard, Natasha, Lynx, try an immortal comp, chip damage, you can do that in turn-based games. That makes fun, right? That's a way of clearing content. Nope. You have the berserker mode, which means the enemies get stronger, which promote you to not stall. So you have to clearly finish the node, finish the game, finish the fight. And it's just super annoying. Like, let me do what I want to do in this game. Do not control me. You are not Apple. Apple controls you. Android lets you do whatever you want. Yeah, no. I'm just saying that, this is my account, this is my game. Let me fight how I want to fight. If I want to stall, let me stall for a bit. Yeah, that's it. And the last thing, storage size. Everybody agrees, right? Especially phone users. Storage size. I don't know what the hell they are cooking with their textures. I don't know what ZZZ is cooking with the textures. I mean, how does a game like Genshin Impact, which has 5 regions, mind you, 5 regions now, expansive regions, open world game, above 80 characters or so in the data, and many more cutscenes and voice lines and whatnot, and they're around 80 GB for one voiceover. I have 2 voiceovers installed on my laptop, and I have 110 GB used for Genshin Impact, which is okay for a game of that size. ZZZ is probably 70 or 80 GB, and it hasn't even reached its 2.0 arc. And Star Rail is similarly like that, which is, I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell they're doing. And on phone, I see photos everywhere. Like, Genshin is like 22, 23 GB on their phones, and Star Rail is hitting up at 31, 32. I have no idea what they're cooking. And I did read the developer thing that they are decreasing the storage, but that will only be exclusive to phones, just like Genshin. So PC users, PlayStation users, if the game ever comes on Xbox users, we are royally screwed, because you cannot delete data. You have a PC, so they think that you have a 2 TB SSD or a 2 TB HDD and whatnot, and you have tons of space. Like PC users, PlayStation users, they don't lack space, right? Right? Stupid. Give me the option to delete past resources on my PC, on PlayStations, on every mode, not just mobile mode. Damn it. Stupid game. The amount of curses that I put out whenever the new Memory of Chaos or Pure Fiction comes out is insane. But I won't record that because it's Hindi and I'm super mad. But yeah, these are the things that I hate about Star Rail. Once again, saying this was only for entertainment. Like I do hate these things, but I'm not gonna go crucify someone for it. Like this game is unplayable because of this. No, 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 no. The game is very much playable. The game is still very much enjoyable. You can enjoy it. I still enjoy the game, and I do plan on continue to playing the game. But these are just some things that I find annoying, and you can find something annoying but still enjoy it. That's what I want to say. So this is just my rant. This is just my irritation that I sometimes get while playing the game. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.